Sai Ram, Mr. and Mrs. Khaparte. Dada Saheb Khaparte came with his family and lived in Shirdi for some months. The diary of his stay has been published in English in the saileela magazine, first volume. Dada Saheb was not an ordinary man. He was the richest and most famous advocate of Amravati, that is Berar, and was a member of the Council of State, Delhi. He was very intelligent and a very good speaker. Still, he dared not open his mouth before Baba. Devotees spoke and argued with Baba off and on. But only three, that is Khaparte, Nulkar and Bhuti, kept always silent. They were meek, modest, humble and good-natured. Dada Saheb, who was able to expound Panchadashi, which is a well-known Sanskrit treatise on the Advaita philosophy by the famous Vidyaranya, to others, said nothing or uttered no word when he came to the masjid before Baba. Really, a man, however learned he may be even in the Vedas, fades away before one who has realized Brahman and become one with it. Learning cannot shine before self-realization. Dada Saheb stayed for 4 months, Mrs. Khaparte stayed for 7. Both were highly pleased with their Shirdi stay. Mrs. Khaparte was faithful and devout and loved Baba deeply. Every noon she brought Naivedya herself to the masjid, and after it was accepted by Baba, she used to return and take her meals. Seeing her steady and firm devotion, Baba wanted to exhibit it to others. One noon she brought a dish containing sanza, that is wheat pudding, puris, rice, soup and kheer, which is a sweet rice pudding, and other sundry articles to the masjid. Baba, who usually waited for hours, got up at once, went up to his dining seat, and removing the outer covering from the dish, began to partake of the things zealously. Shama then asked him, "Why this partiality? You throw away dishes of others and do not even care to look at them. But this dish, you draw to, you earnestly and do justice to it. Why is the dish of this woman so sweet? That is a problem to us." Baba then explained, "This food is really extraordinary. In a former birth, this lady was a merchant's fat cow, yielding a lot of milk. Then she disappeared and took birth in a gardener's family, then in a Kshatriya family, and married a merchant. Then she was born in a Brahmin family. I saw her after a very long time. Let me take some sweet morsels of love from her dish." Saying this, Baba did full justice to her dish, washed his hands, and gave out some belches as a mark of satisfaction and resumed his seat. Then she made a bow and began to shampoo Baba's legs. Baba began to talk with her and knead her arms, which were shampooing his legs. On seeing this reciprocal service, Shama began to joke and said, "It's going on well. It's a wonderful sight to see God and his bhakta serving each other." After being pleased with her sincere service, Baba asked her in low and fascinating tone to chant Raja Rama, Raja Ram, then and always, and said, "If you do this, your life's object will be gained, your mind will attain peace, and you will be immensely benefited." To persons unfamiliar with spiritual matters, it might appear as an ordinary affair, but really it was not so. It was a case of what technically is called Shaktipat, that is, transference of power from the Guru to the disciple. How forcible and effective Baba's words were. In an instant, they pierced her heart and found lodgment there. This case illustrates the nature of the relations that should subsist between the Guru and the disciple. Both should love and serve each other as one. There is no distinction nor any difference between them. Both are one, and one cannot live without the other. The disciple placing his head on the Guru's feet is a gross or outward vision. Really and internally they are both one and the same. Those who see any difference between them are yet unripe and not perfect. Om Sai Ram.